a balcony in San Ysidro, killing her, appears in court for his arraignment. What prosecutors are saying about the case.
All I want is accountability.
You know, we're humans at Aladdin. Other restaurants are humans.
We hear from the owner of a popular restaurant linked to a growing Salmonella outbreak.
Big changes are coming to the city's ADU policies, but do they go far enough?
We're finally inside the Gaylord Pacific Resort and Convention Center, and it is impressive.
I met some amazing women today, and you're going to meet them and see how Sisterhood of Service is building community for women in uniform and veterans alike.
At age 87, Alice O'Reilly's inspiring message to you.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
We begin tonight with a man accused of throwing his girlfriend off a three-story balcony in San Ysidro. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. He appeared in a Chula Vista courtroom late this afternoon, and CBS 8's Shannon Handy was there.
Robert Turner pleaded not guilty to one count of first-degree murder. Both his family as well as the victims were inside the courtroom for his arraignment.
He's been advised of his constitutional rights and signed an acknowledgement form thereof.
57-year-old Albert Turner appeared in a Chula Vista courtroom Wednesday for the murder of his girlfriend, 61-year-old Irene Williams.
I do.
And do you give up that right?
I do.
According to investigators, the two were arguing at the San Ysidro Senior Village apartment complex Monday, where Williams lived, when she started tossing Turner's belongings over a third-story balcony. That's when they say Turner threw her over the railing. When officers arrived, they found Williams in the courtyard with head trauma and a broken femur. She was taken to a local hospital and was later pronounced dead.
The defendant has 2 prior strike convictions as well as 2 prior nickel allegations. Currently, with what the defendant is charged, his maximum possible exposure right now is 85 years to life.
In court, the judge asked us to blur Turner's face. He showed no emotion, but at times looked over at both his family as well as Williams, which included her 3 adult children.
I think they're taking this as best as they can, taking it in stride and just moving forward as best as they can in the next steps of the proceedings.
Turner is being held without bail. He's due back in court at the end of June. Shannon Handy, CBS 8.
Thank you, Shannon. Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from the owner of Aladdin Mediterranean Cafe after health officials linked a Salmonella outbreak to his restaurant. The county health department says it happened between April 25th and May 1st and says the new number of probable and confirmed cases is now 98. Right now, there are at least 50 victims in 3 different lawsuits filed against the restaurant. Aladdin's owner told us he's very sorry that people got sick at his restaurant, but he says he feels he's being treated unfairly.
You know, we're humans at Aladdin. Other restaurants are humans. You know, the food is cooked by humans, okay, not by angels or by God. So there is a chance, maybe 1 over 100 million things go wrong. Maybe from us, I don't know, and maybe from the produce we get.
Aladdin was inspected by the county on May 1st and was allowed to reopen Monday. So far, health inspectors have not been able to pinpoint an exact source of the outbreak.
MTS is approving a nearly $500 million budget that will keep its bus and trolley service running smoothly. The plan lets them keep trolleys arriving at stations every 15 minutes, but the agency had to dip into $62 million in reserves to make that work. MTS leaders are bringing in experts to study the system's efficiency as the agency faces a potential $120 million deficit by the year 2029. Right now, hundreds of local residents have gathered to debate an issue that's divided neighborhoods in San Diego for years.
CBS 8's David Gofferson has the latest in the fight over ADUs.
My name is Sky Foyer, and I live next door to the 17-unit ADU project in Claremont, one of the so-called outliers of the bonus ADU program.
Neighbors living next door to large ADU developments in single-family home neighborhoods are speaking right now at the City of San Diego's Land Use and Housing Committee.
This is my home. This is my life. It is not an outlier to my neighborhood.
The committee is looking at a long list of changes to the city's ADU regulations, including capping the scale of some ADU developments, limiting ADUs to 2 stories, increasing setbacks from property lines, and requiring off-street parking for some ADUs.
We live next to an abomination at the end of the cul-de-sac.
Many of the speakers say the changes don't go far enough, arguing ADUs need to be capped at 4 per lot. Claremont neighbor Jerry Rapp lives next door to this ADU development on Shoshone Avenue.
Your staff, the city attorney, DSD, land use and housing people have written regulations that have too many holes in it. So I ask you to suspend the bonus ADU program. It's flawed. It's a bad experiment.
Since 2021, a city program allowing homeowners to build bonus ADUs on their properties when at least one ADU is rent restricted has resulted in hundreds of additional units being built. Some speakers say that's a good thing.
This program's brought on about 900 units to date. Gutting a program that's working, that's putting people on housing, isn't the right move when the city's in a crisis.
But other speakers say they are just so fed up, they may take drastic action.
Please don't make us resort to some ideas that have been presented, like us seniors forming some nudist colonies to scare off developers. Thank you.
Again, all these ADU changes were being debated in committee today. They still have to go before the City Council in the coming weeks. In Claremont, David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
Thank you, David. That committee meeting is still going on right now with more than 160 people commenting on the proposed changes. Our crew is there right now. We'll let you know how that vote comes out tonight on CBS 8 News live at 11.
A major milestone today for the South Bay, as the largest hotel and convention center in California is now officially open. The Gaylord Pacific Resort and Convention Center is complete and ready for check-in.
CBS 8's Abby Black is there live. And Abby, I understand they just welcomed their first guest.
They sure did, Carlo. You know, at 5, we were inside just to show you how gorgeous it is, but now we were outside on their patio, and take a look at this water park. This is the one that you want to go to. They have a slide, wave pools, more slides. This is the water park that you want to go to. And then as you pan up, you get to see the exterior of this grand hotel, $1.3 billion, and it is impressive.
3, 2, 1.
Officials christened the hotel with a ribbon cutting today. This stunning waterfront destination marks Gaylord's first property on the West Coast, featuring a massive 4.25-acre water park, 1,600 guest rooms, and 12 restaurants and bars. The resort boasts multiple pools, water slides, a lazy river wave pool. There's also a spa and salon. Today, the hotel welcomed elected officials who secured the development, along with investors, dignitaries, and Marriott executives. Now, beyond attracting tourists, the project brings over 800 jobs and will generate an estimated $475 million for the local economy, according to the Port of San Diego. It houses California's largest hotel convention center with 477,000 square feet of event space. The first guests, they lead the nonprofit Society for Maternal Fetal Medicine, and they booked their first convention here. They were here during the groundbreaking and couldn't imagine what it would look like today.
It's such a beautiful transformation from the groundbreaking to now. It's just really amazing. The view is just gorgeous. I mean, when we were here, it was hard to imagine what you would see, but it's just come together really nicely. We're very excited to be a part of it.
Well, 2 convention guests checked in today. Rooms will be available to the general public starting tomorrow. I did check online and I saw that they are fully booked on Friday. Now, I also spoke with the hotel officials because if you're a local here, you want to try to get those day passes. Officials tell me that they're not quite ready, but they will be available soon. The pricing has not also been posted as well, but they want to encourage potential guests to keep checking on their website for those day passes. We have that link in this online story at CBS8.com, so check that there. But, you know, just to put this in perspective, I checked other luxury resorts for their day passes in San Diego County, and they can price anywhere starting about $80 into the hundreds.
Yes, and we've done a story on Resort Pass, a separate company that allows you to buy day passes. So we'll have to see if this gets added to that list. Abby, some people may not want to leave San Diego County and maybe want to do a staycation and actually spend the night. How much are hotel rates ranging from?
Well, you can save that day pass and book a hotel. They start about $500, and that's for Mountain View. That does not include this beautiful bayfront, but you have to wonder, is there really any bad room in this hotel? Because it is absolutely gorgeous. Marcella.
It does look luxurious out there.
The staycation angle, you got a water park and kids.
Right?
That's a little getaway.
You don't have
for
to
parents.
fly anywhere.
Not at all. The milestone San Diego police say they have reached for the first time in nearly 10 years.
Those details ahead. Plus, the federal charges against a Southern California couple accused of chasing immigration authorities.
And so-called Swifties and their lawyers return to court in their continued fight against Ticketmaster.
All right, talking about that forecast out there, we've been locked into the sunshine in the afternoon hours. Now we are seeing the marine layer rolling right back in tonight through tomorrow morning. We're going to see more cloud cover as we go into the start of the weekend. I'll explain why coming up.